Dare I say, this is a bronzy glass skin look. Tan bronzed skin is everywhere right now, and I love the look, but I refuse to earn it with sun damage. So this is my summer morning routine. It's a simplified edited skincare lineup that is perfect for hot weather and makeup prep. Then I am using sunscreen. This is a non-negotiable step. I am protecting my skin from head to toe. But then I'm going to use a makeup look with bronzer that brings warmth and glow to my skin, highlighters that create light reflecting luminosity that create a warm, glowy glass skin situation. But make it summer, make it mermaid, make it look like I spent the weekend outside when I actually wore SPF 50 plus and a hat, right? Head to toe protected, but glowy and bronzed. If you're so ready for this routine, give the video a big thumbs up and hit subscribe anytime during this video if you want to see some more from me. All right, play my intro and let's get into it. Starting off with a cleanse, I do like to wash my face with water in the morning. This is very barrier respective. It's good for my sensitive skin. I will use a washcloth and I'll just gently run that across my skin. This helps to break through any excessive oil or any leftover skincare layers from the night before. You don't always need a foaming cleanser in the morning to give your skin that effective cleanse. Next up, toner. This is the Innisfree Green Tea Ceramide Milk Barrier Essence. This is actually my second bottle. I've already emptied one and I really like this product. It has this milky, hydrating, gel-like texture. This really hydrates my skin and plumps it up in a really nice way. So I have actually been using this product as a toner and an essence all in one, and I've been able to skip out on other essence. The Innisfree essence has different forms of ceramides in it, phytosterols. It is all about your skin barrier. There is some green tea content in here, so there really is no need to do any overlapping essence products when I have this in my routine. Moving in for serum, this is the Round Lab Soybean Serum, and I've really been into this. I've actually used this a couple of years ago, but I recently just picked this one back up from Airyfit because I remember it having this beautiful plumping light gel texture, perfect for summer weather. And that's exactly what I've been craving for my morning routines. I need something light, but I don't need something that disappears off of my skin. You know, I have combo skin, very prone to dehydration. Even in the summer, I got to take care of that barrier. This is secretly an amazing barrier care serum. Ceramides, cholesterol, fatty acids, a really great skin respective formula, no fragrances, drying forms of alcohol. It's really great for my sensitive skin, but it's hydrating, it's light, it's refreshing on contact. It feels amazing for the heat, but it still protects my skin barrier as well. Next, the Axis Y Vegan Collagen Eye Serum. This is another hot weather favorite from mine from last year. This has a beautiful plumping, almost medium-like gel texture. It's not super thin. There is quite a bit of body to this pure gel texture. It's incredibly refreshing. With the roller ball applicator here, you do get that cooling effect from the metal ball. It's not an amazing applicator for spreading and getting the product to absorb. You still do want to use your fingers, but I just love that cooling sensation, especially when I'm waking up and I'm already feeling kind of overwhelmed from the heat, and that can happen pretty quickly. So I really like just that cooling, refreshing moment. Next, the Ordinary Rosehip Oil. I do love oil in my skincare routine. I do have combination skin. It leans oily in the summer, but I have just found for whatever reason, my unique skin does amazing with some oil. This particular one has a really good fatty acid profile. It's great for strengthening your skin barrier, but it has a really nice lighter texture to it. It's not a really heavy, dense oil. So this actually is one of my favorite facial oils to use in hot weather, using only 2 drops for my entire face. And so I will spread that on my fingers, and then I kind of like tap and dab it into my skin for an even thin layer, concentrating first on my drier areas, which is for my combo skin, the U zone, that chin and cheek area. And then whatever remnants are on my fingers is what I'll put in my more oily area, which is my T zone. So this is a great application technique for any of my combo skin friends out there. Another way that you could incorporate a facial oil into your skincare routine is by mixing those 2 drops of oil into your moisturizer for the day. The one that I'm using today from Cosrx, I love this one. I just don't particularly love mixing oil into it. It's just more of a preference. It's not that you can't, it's just my preference. I also find that one thin layer of oil on my skin just feels really good for me. And again, this is a preference, but mixing oil into moisturizer is a really good tip. Now, one way that I've edited my skincare routine is I have eliminated the Stratia Lipid Gold. I am still using this product at night. Next up, sunscreen. Haruharu Black Rice Moisture Airyfit Daily Sunscreen SPF 50 plus PA plus 4. I have been using this now for a few years, and I really fell in love with it last summer, especially as a kind of great sunscreen underneath makeup. It's not water resistant, but it's a great everyday type of sunscreen. It has this gorgeous velvety neutral type of finish and texture to it. It doesn't add dew to your skin, but it doesn't mattify it either. And because it's velvety in the finish, especially after it absorbs and sets on your skin, it actually creates this really wonderful makeup primer effect. So my method for sunscreen application is to work in zones just to make sure that I get a good generous application all over my face. It takes about 4 pumps to cover just my face, and I'll work just in my cheeks, chin, and then I will work on my forehead, really making sure I pay attention to all the little areas that you tend to forget, like the hairline. I always try to go over the bridge of my nose a second time because I do tend to kind of miss areas there, and just be very thorough and mindful as I'm applying my sunscreen, because this is my skin protection for the day. 2 more pumps will cover my neck. Don't think that I forgot about that. And then depending on what type of shirt I'm wearing, I will use additional pumps for the rest of the exposed skin on my chest. Now for body sunscreen, I do like to go for a separate product. This is standard procedure. This is a SPF 50 chemical sunscreen that I have been using for about a month now, and I do enjoy it. It is a more classic sunscreen or sun cream type of texture. It is not like dewy and wet, but it's not like overly greasy either. It actually sinks in the skin really beautifully, and it feels lotion-like. And that's what I really appreciate for a body sunscreen. I don't want to be extra greasy or make my skin feel really sticky. And so this just feels easy to apply. It is also water resistant, which is a nice bonus for the summertime. Now, as I allow the sunscreen to dry and set on my skin before I go in with any makeup, I am going to utilize my time to style my hair. This is the Kerastase Glaze Absolute Glaze Milk. This is a really nice kind of moisturizing spray for my hair, but it also offers heat protection. I am going to wave my hair today, and that is a lot of heat exposure for my hair. So not only do I appreciate the heat protection built into this spray, but the extra moisture also just gives a lot of gloss to those waves and helps to cut down on frizz. So I section off the top portion of my hair and clip that up, and then the bottom portion I will break into 2 sections. And then using the Bed Head Wave Artist Waver, I'm going to use 1-inch sections, and I'm just going to wave my hair. This takes a little bit of time. It's not too long though. Would you believe me if I told you that I owned this Bed Head Wave Artist since at least 2010? I'm not kidding. This is the exact same one, the exact same tool that I have owned for 15, 16 years. No joke. The reason why I remember is because I lent it to my college roommate once, and I was afraid I wasn't going to get it back. But I actually did, and that's why I know I've had it at least since then. Now, the funny thing is I was shopping at Target like last weekend. They are still selling this. If ever you needed a testimonial for a waver iron for your hair, this is it. This is your sign. It's your time to get the Bed Head Wave Artist. And no, I'm not sponsored. Using 1-inch sections, I usually do about like 8 to 10 seconds per each section as I'm holding that down on my hair. And I just really love the effect of this. Very beachy, very summery. It's giving mermaid vibes. It's giving early 2000s, which is when I bought this iron. I just really love what it does. And then the Kerastase spray definitely added a little bit of shine and dimension to those waves. For my hairstyle, I'm just going to take my front sections and I'm going to twist those back, and I'm going to hold them back with these really cute flower clips that I got from MEJ. And I love the really beautiful periwinkle blue. I think they match my peasant blouse really nicely today, and it's definitely giving summer vibes. I am going to prep my skin with the Say Glowy Gel. The color is Warm Glow. Now, you have seen me use this in past makeup routines. This is like a grown up, not even a glitter or a shimmer. It's more pearlescent in the effect. It's very light reflecting, but it's very sophisticated, grown up. It doesn't read juvenile, but it really does add a lot of glow and light reflecting luminosity to your makeup look in this really gorgeous, subtle, sophisticated way. There's a lot of different ways that you can use this. It truly is a liquid highlighter. So today I'm actually going to use it as an all over prep. I'm going to do one pump for my entire face. I'm going to go in for eyebrows with the Urban Decay Brow Blade. This is the color Dark Drapes. And I'll brush my brows up, and then with the eyebrow pencil, I am just kind of giving it a little bit more shape, a little bit more dimension, and filling in any sparse areas. For foundation today, I'm using Urban Decay Hydro Maniac Tinted Glow Hydrator. I've actually been a fan of this product for a few years as well, and I'm using the color 30. I like to apply this as dots all over my face, and then I'll go in for a damp beauty blender and just tap that in. Because I have oily lids and definitely a lot more in the summertime, I don't really like to use eye primer anymore. I used to. I just haven't found it super necessary, but what I will do is I will really generously powder down my eyelids right after applying any foundation, but before any eyeshadow or any eyeliner. And this is the translucent powder from Wake Make. And the hero product for this look is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. Now, I actually spent a decent amount of time at Sephora recently looking for the perfect powder bronzer for my skin tone. I do have an olive complexion. It does lean more on the cool and neutral side. It's very tricky. So I'm going to start by using a fluffy eyeshadow brush dipped in the Too Faced bronzer, and I'm going to apply that on the outer corners of my eyes, really focusing on elongating it outwards. Then I'm going to use a highlighter from Dibs. This is the Glow Bounce highlighter in the color Moonlight. I've really been loving this highlighter. As you can see, I've used quite a bit of it already, so tried and true. Using a medium fluffy brush, I'm going to apply that then on the inner corners of my eyes, and then I'm going to blend that outwards, as well as focusing on the upper brow bone as well, blending it into the bronzer. Warm, bronzy makeup is really complemented by brown eyeliner, in my personal opinion. I feel black is too harsh. It offers too much of a contrast. This is Mersey The First Pen eyeliner, and I really like this one in the color Brownie. This is a great brown eyeliner because the brown, it has a lot of richness and depth, and it's very dark, smudgy kind of brown. That particularly complements my complexion, and it looks really good with my eyelashes, which are very dark black. And in summertime, I honestly feel like mascara is a promise you can't keep. It is going to smudge on you. So I just skip it all together, and I go in for the Shu Uemura Iconic Eyelash Curler, and I just curl my lashes. I have had such a search for the perfect eyelash curler, and like this is the one. This is the only one that curls my stubborn, stick straight eyelashes. Now going back to the Too Faced bronzer, I am going to create a shape of the number 3 on my face, starting from my temples, running under my cheekbone, and then ending at my jawline. This is a great placement because this covers all the areas the sun would really kind of naturally hit on your face. So this is a really great starting point, and I really like to work in light layers here, so I don't overdo it too quickly. Really committing to this look, I am going to bronze right on top of my forehead, up towards my hairline. Then I'm going to go on the bridge of my nose and very very gently and subtly blend that outwards. You could use those like fake freckle pens. Those are super cute and that would really complement this bronzy warm look beautifully. I just don't have one. Otherwise, I would totally be doing it. Moving on to blush. This is Naked Sunday's Cabana Glow, and this is actually sunscreen blush. And I've been using this for a few years now. I really like it for the summertime. I love sunscreen makeup because think about it. Where do you put blush? On the high points of your cheekbones. Where does the sun kiss you? We've been talking about this a bunch, right? On the high points of your cheekbones. And that is where sun damage is very common to manifest on many, many folks. And that is where it happens the quickest. And so I love the additional protection. I just really love the concept of this. I also just think making sunscreen fun is going to allow more people to apply it and reapply it. And it definitely makes it more fun for me. This is the Clarins Water Tint in the color Nude. And this is a really great product for summer. I love using these water tints. I started using them last summer because they stain your lips. And that means you get long lasting color. They do wear down throughout the day, eating and drinking, but you still are left with some pigment on your lips. And this is actually like a fuss-free type of product for me. I like to apply it in the morning, and then throughout the day, I'll just apply my favorite kind of sheared out lip gloss to keep my lips hydrated. And that's just what works for me. I don't have to carry this product along with me because I still get enough impact in my lips. Now, to set everything in place for summer humidity, I'm going to go back in for the Wake Make powder. And as I said, I do have combo skin. It gets oily, and the area I live in gets humid as well. So I will tap this powder all over my skin. I'm not brushing it, I'm tapping it in. This means I get more powder on my skin. I get a better setting process. And I just love the final look here. Dare I say, this is a bronzy glass skin look. Warm, shimmery, bronzy glass skin. It is shimmer that you can wear as a grown-up. It is approachable, warm summer makeup that doesn't go too far off the deep end with the fake bake. It's really, really fun, but responsible and protected with sunscreen as well, which is what I'm all about. So let me know what you think about this look or any of the products in the comments below, and let me know what look you are rocking and leaning into this summer. If you want to see some more skincare routines from me, maybe a little bit of makeup sprinkled in as well, definitely hit subscribe and come join our skincare community. I love you so much. Thanks for being here with me today. I want to encourage you to keep shining your bright, beautiful, individual, glowing light. Don't keep that light inside. Shine it outwards, out into the world. We need you. I love you, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye.